Hi, welcome to Noumena, the only place that's reverse engineered the College Board. We're going to show you how to solve these problems very quickly, with mathematical precision, and with 100% confidence. That means you no longer have to rely on the answer key, but purely on the power of knowledge. The mind is a powerful tool, and we're going to show you how to use it. Here's how it's done. Before we begin, I just want to give you a few notes on how we're going to solve this. You'll notice that we're going to go through the answer choices quickly and without much explanation at first. Notice at the top you will see a few hashtags, hashtag idiom, hashtag verb form, hashtag fragment. Consider these training wheels for your grammar study. They're going to help you and guide you and let you know the grammar concepts that are most important for each individual problem. Later, you'll get exposed to more points and more concepts. But for this, we're going to focus on idiom, verb form, and fragments. So here we go. Winslow Homer, one of America's foremost artists, spent his last 27 years and painted on the scenic Maine coast. I see an error in A, I eliminated A. I see another error in B, B is gone. I skipped C, C looked okay to me. D, I see an error, D is gone. And another error in E. Our answer should be C. Quick and easy, right? Well, if you couldn't follow, don't worry. Now it's time for us to explain what we just did. Winslow Homer, one of America's foremost artists, spent his last 27 years and painted on the scenic Maine coast. Here in this question, we have the verb spent. Spent is a special verb. We can spend X, such as cash or money, which is fine, but in this sentence, we have our X as time. So we should give a little more explanation. If you look to the right, we can write spent plus X plus an infinitive, which would give a purpose or goal. Or we can use spent plus X plus a present participle, and this will tell us how X was spent. So we're looking for one of these two constructions to complete this idiom, this idea. Winslow Homer, one of America's foremost artists, in A, spent his last 27 years and painted. Well, and painted is not an infinitive and it's not a present participle. So it doesn't meet our requirements. So we have an error here in A. We still have no idea what his purpose or goal was or how his last 27 years were spent. B, we have the same error in B. You may notice having, and you may say that, well, isn't having a present participle form? Sure, but it's having painted. It's our past tense present participle. Having painted means that this action, having painted on the scenic Maine coast, happened before he spent his last 27 years, which would be an illogical choice. So we can eliminate B. C, we have painting, which is present participle form, and we know now how he spent his last 27 years, but I'm just going to hold on to C and skip down to D. Here, we have the verb form having. Winslow Homer, one of America's foremost artists, having spent his last 27 years doing his painting. Well, this particular verb form, the present participle, modifies the sentence and takes away a verb. We have no verb. So it leaves us with a fragment. And if you look at E, spending, also present participle form, we don't have a verb in E either. So we have another fragment in E. So grammatically, we've eliminated A, B, D, and E, leaving us with choice C. Got it? Now let's go back to the original question without all the notes, and let's see if we can solve it again. Here we are back at the question. Winslow Homer, one of America's foremost artists, spent his last 20 years and painted on the scenic Maine coast. Again, we saw an error in A that we mentioned. Spent is a special verb, so we eliminated A. Eliminated B. We need to either have an infinitive or a present participle that follows spent his last 27 years. We have a fragment in D and a fragment in E, and our answer is C. Noumena, empowering minds.